Oke, pertanyaan pertama, langsung saya bacakan aja ya. How do you ensure end-to-end e-commerce journey on WhatsApp with payment? Nah, ini cocok pertanyaan untuk Pak Robert nih. Bisa dijawab oleh Pak Robert?
Mungkin di demo yang ditunjukin oleh Yuvaraj udah ditunjukin ya prosesnya dari menggunakan WhatsApp di Geomart, bagaimana experience-nya kita sampai akhirnya sudah terbayarkan. Itu mungkin flow-nya sudah kelihatan sih tadi.
Oke, terima kasih Pak Robert. Kemudian ada pertanyaan lain lagi. How does NPL work in LAL Path Labs or any other client? Ada yang bisa bantu menjawab? Kira-kira Anila?
Right. So the NLP is how I had explained with those 8 boxes, right? That is all of the functionality, all of the features that enables the technology to understand what the users are saying, what information are they giving, what do they want, what is the sentiment. All of it is taken care of by Haptik's NLP.
Okay, thank you, Anila. The third question, how to support clients in any reminders or banks collections use case?
Right. Let me take this up. So when you talk about EMI reminders, right, you want to send them a notification saying, Anila, your EMI is up. Can you remember to make the payment, right? So the good thing is when you have WhatsApp as a solution, right, on which the virtual assistant is deployed, WhatsApp allows notification messages. So what you can do is you can make a logic which says that, okay, if this date is crossed, then send Anila a notification message saying, please pay, your EMI at the right time, right? So that is an example of a banking solution. Other example of banking solutions would be they ask for, can I get a credit card? Can I get a debit card? I want a loan. I want an insurance. So you get a lot of the demand generation use cases, but you also get a lot of customer support questions, right? I want to change my nominee. I want to change my address. Can you tell me where, my debit card has not reached me? Can you tell me what is the status, right? So these are all of the different ways this virtual assistant can help, banking use cases.
Thank you, Anila. Oke, ada pertanyaan berikutnya. Let's say our users typing an abbreviation. How AVA detect abbreviation?
Correct. That's a good question, right? So that's very similar to slang, when I said WA means WhatsApp. Similarly, we would tell, okay, IVA stands for Intelligent Virtual Assistant. So it's a glossary list that is created to give this information to the virtual assistant so that it understands these meanings. So you can do it for slangs, you can do it for abbreviation. A lot of times in your company, your products or your solutions have unique names, right? Nobody understands those names. Those are not English words. They are actually just names of policies, names of products. So in a way, you need to educate even the virtual assistant saying, something like, best plan. Best plan is a simple English sentence as well, right? But you need to tell the virtual assistant saying best plan is actually the name of my product, right? So in this manner, the solution is very intelligent to understand all of these slangs, glossaries, and abbreviations.
Oke, jadi bisa menjawab semua ya, yang dari haptik, bisa abbreviation, bisa slang, seperti yang udah dijelaskan Anila tadi juga di presentasi, dan baru saja dijawab juga pertanyaannya. Oke, terima kasih. Selanjutnya kita ada, ini ada pertanyaan yang cocok untuk Pak Robert. Kalau customer mau jalankan implementasi siapa yang handle mereka atau mereka bakal dealing sama siapa nih Pak?
Oke, jadi dengan partnership-nya kita dengan Haptik, Weever yang akan melakukan atau melakukan implementasi untuk customer yang ada di Indonesia. Jadi selain implementasi, support, dan juga secara komersial, itu semuanya bisa melalui Weever Indonesia. Weaver juga akan lakukan maintenance support dan juga of course seperti biasa kita akan ada CSM yang mensupport Bapak Ibu jika ada hal-hal yang misalkan berhubungan dengan produk yang digunakan. Dan dari segi komersial juga karena dirinya dengan Weaver, kita bisa menggunakan rupiah sebagai transaction currency yang kita. Itu sih Tari. Thank you.
Any example chatbot in Indonesia language on handling customer?
Yes. So I was just responding to that. Yes, we can definitely show it to you after this meeting, and we can show you the example as well.
Okay, there's a lot of questions from this one. First, what channels can be used for bot function? WhatsApp, live chat, social media, is it possible too?
Yes. So Haptik supports multiple channels. We support website, Android, iOS, WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, Telegram, Apple Business Chat, Google Business Messages, SMS, and we're constantly adding newer and newer channels to this list.
Okay, thank you. For the second question, for email response, can it be set for AI or IVA?
Sure. So it could be that on the chat, when people are talking, saying they booked an appointment or they made some sort of a selection, you can automatically send out an email to them with this information, right? So it is always best to use the virtual assistant in the chat interface. So this is one functionality with email, but everything remains on chat on all of these channels.
Okay, the third question, for customers who leave a message to be called, will a ticket be created on FreshChat?
Yes, exactly. So each of this would become a ticket. You can program it to be an open ticket, right? Such that when the agents come in, they know that all these open tickets need to be answered to. So yes, it is definitely possible.
Okay, next question. What if the customer wants to chat directly with the sales staff or PIC sales store? For example, have more than 10 branches. The AI or IVA central can connect chat to each branch.
Got it. So your question is, can you directly send them to the agent or these branches, right? Now, what I want to explain is, see, the whole purpose of having a virtual assistant is for automation, right? The virtual assistant should answer as many questions as possible. So only when the virtual assistant is not able to answer, do you want to hand it over to an agent, right? Now, the handover to an agent can happen based on three ways, right? One, the user is coming in and says, I want to talk to agent. Then that handover will happen. Second reason could be that the chat solution is not able to answer the question, right? Maybe it's not been programmed into this chat solution. So handover will happen, right? And the third reason could be that you feel as a business, some questions are very important for only an agent to answer. So, for example, for this large telecom company, when the user came in and said, "I want to terminate your service," those specific use cases, they're like, "This is very emotional, and we need to take care." Those reasons we'll definitely hand over to an agent, right? So yes, and if you have groups, so all of your agents, say you have 20 agents, each of these 20 agents are in a particular group or a particular branch, right? You can decide this type of use case has to go to this group of agents. So you can decide which group gets which question. So it's completely customizable.
Okay, and the last question. Is it possible to set the language menu options in the chat?
Yes. So you can, if you want to start with Bahasa, let that be the default language, right? So when they open it up, you can directly see, you can directly start typing in Bahasa. There are two options in which you can change it, right? You can either click on the top right and change it to another language. Or you can maybe, if you want to keep it in the menu, a lot of people, what they do is they directly put in the menu option saying change language, right? In case they have not seen the top right corner, it says change language to something else. We even do it on WhatsApp. The example that Yuvraj showed you, the change language is an option button on WhatsApp as well. So yes, it can be done, as a default language. It can be done through menu options as well.